I didn't invite you to steal my spot.
So, but you woke me up. And I'm shipping. I need. Oh.
I'm part of this.
Oh. Can you sit down, please?
Oh, you're freaking spelling everything. There we go.
That's what he does. That's what he does. Is morning. Oh, he ruined my focus. There. What are we doing today, below?
Building a gate for the hay shed.
For the hay shed. The goat shed. And do the hay exchange from the feeder to the shed. So we'll probably do that first.
Yes.
And then that way we can put in new hay after. I need to stop making noises. This is not the Thor show.
It's like it's the Thor show.
It's not the Thor show. Really. And at some point we have to fix the chicken run, but that might be like a later problem.
Yeah, let's make sure. I think we gotta put plywood on top of it.
I think I probably have to redo the whole inner frame. Because none of the, like, we have the fence that you did on the outside.
Yeah.
And that's sturdy because the posts are in the ground. But how I added on the square around it, the sides that are towards the barnyard and the goat shed, those aren't in the ground.
Sitting on the ground.
They're just sitting, which is why it's bending. So when it's raining, the tarp is pooling all the water, and the water is sinking down and pulling the frame inward. So now the frame's all bent. So I don't know if I should just like, I feel like I gotta redo the whole chicken run, but I was hoping not to do that until spring.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know, Thor. What do you think?
Thor, what do you think? I mean, at least if we do the posts now and just finish the rest of the run gradually, like do the posts now while the ground is not frozen.
Yep.
Then, I mean, they're free range anyway. And the run's really going to be there for like the snowiest, coldest of days where I don't want them
turning into frozen chicken
and getting frostbite. So we could insulate it. So it's not ideal to upgrade the chicken run now, but that's the plan. So I guess I'll get up and we'll feed the dum-dums.
Because I think if we put a solid plywood roof on the chicken run, it'll tie everything together and make it really, really sturdy.
Yeah.
It's just like how the frame for the new shed was flimsy until I put the plywood on it. Now it's rigid.
Well, and we can also slant the posts. So towards the side of the fence that you did, that's really sturdy. We can slant it downward.
Yeah, but once the bad side's connected to the sturdy side, it'll make the bad side more sturdy.
Yeah, but we're redoing the bad side with the posts.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it'll be a good side. They'll be all good sides.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you working, kitty? Coffee can't wait too strong.
Hello, my name is Thor, and we are going to build the fence today. Oh, my name is Kitty. I'm stupid. Me. Alright, here we are in the barn. Goat shed, hay feeder. Goober's currently eating a bunch of feed. Alright, so this is essentially like their bed. We've got a little bit of a leak going on the backside. And we do have the plywood to install on the backside and fully seal up the back wall. But with all these rainy days, it's just been hard to get out here. And now actually going to put in the chicken run to pad down the dirt for the winter. And same thing, I'm going to do a layered method. Putting dry stuff on top of wet stuff just to pad the ground for their little feet. So I don't want them getting frostbite in the winter. Poor chickens. And most of their time is going to be spent in the run once the snow falls, so it's important to make it nice and healthy for them. It's not going to be a huge issue with it getting wet because it's going to freeze. So like the topmost stuff might stay soft, and of course there's going to be layers in there, but as long as we're layering some barn lime, some wood ash, a little bit of D, you know, sprinkling a little bit of that in at a time all winter, I think we should be good. So first time keeping animals in the winter, we've done really good with them this year. So we only had one issue where one of them had a botfly lay eggs in her ear, so that sucked, but it was pretty easy to treat. The co-op recommended to use some actual antibiotics, but it was a long weekend at the time. We couldn't get antibiotics. We didn't want to bug any farmers on the long weekend. So I just kept feeding her at least 4 cloves of garlic a day. I kid you not, it worked. Thanks for you. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I am. Some mud that I'm just pushing around, I guess. Okay. Got a bunch of leaves over here. Okie dokie. And now it's time to put the fresh stuff in. So this is just all stuff from the hay feeder that they're not eating. And in fact, the last couple of nights, Juno has been using the hay feeder as her bed. I didn't notice because I was working. But hey, everywhere. Yes, I'm patting your bed, baby. I'm patting your bed with the stuff you like. No wet stuff in there.
Kiss. I'm running. You know, don't get me. This is the wrong spot for you to try to run to, silly boy. Don't hit me with your fucking hands. No, you can't have your food.
Mucked out. New stuff. It's a hay paradise in there. Yeah, and this is like, I'm overdoing it. One, because it's my first winter with them. And 2, because she's pregnant and I know she wants softness on her belly. She doesn't want to be laying on anything hard. She's been avoiding it. So, and I got their bucket of apples and squash out here. The chickens are getting into it, as they do. All fresh stuff. She's covered in hay, which I don't think she minds. Hi, Bubba. You're so big today. What side is the baby's? Right side. This is left. This is right. You are robust. She's like, stop bugging me. I'm eating. That's all you do all day is eat. All right. Gotta put out their minerals, but I think I'm gonna look for some hook feeders that I can hook over the slats in the fencing. They're crazy for apples. They shouldn't be having that many. It's really just treats, but they get a little feral when they see them out. All right, so this is a cleanish barnyard. This is what I'm talking about. This is the state of the chicken run right now. You can see very visually that everything's kind of leaning inward. We had put vapor barrier on top to keep it dry underneath, but because it's not a slanted roof, it did not stay. So I tried reinforcing it and adding some slants to keep the water from pooling, and it just did not work out. So we're gonna have to redo the sucker, which sucks. But I mean, at least it'll be done. At least it'll be done. All right. Hi, Harry. My pretty boy. So this is the hay shed that Dan built. It's big and beautiful and wonderful. And this is the door. And they actually figured out how to lift that tarp up and just rip it out of the nail that was holding it in place and get in there. So yeah, those posts need to go in the ground and the tarp shed gate needs to get done. And hopefully that's it.
Hey, how you doing? Looking for 4x4s and OSB.
Do you want me to fold down the...
Yeah.
Perfect.
Slipper Crocs into town.
Yes, I did wear my slipper Crocs into town.
That's funny.
Well, we have returned with 4 big boys. And we're gonna fix this. You got mud on you. You got mud on you too. Fuck this shit. Okay. Is it me or is it cold? Like colder than St. John. Meh. Hold on.
It might be.
A door. I'll guard the shed from the goats. You get. Get gone. Get. Get out here. That's my ear. You're very warm though. I'll say that. Go away. Get out. Get off. Get. Bye-bye. Sorry. Ducks. Hey. Hey. Not bat my chin. It's my chin. Don't see me batting your chin. Harry, you are a pretty boy. Willie, you're something. We like these scratchies. We like the hair scratchies. I still can't get over how good her horns look now at the tips. You needed better nutrition. Yes.
Oh yeah, because all we fed them was oats.
Stupid. Don't you get excited, Lucy?
Oh, perfect. You can put it in.
Oh, good. The chickens are cleaning up the chicken poop. Excellent. Very subtle, Juno. Very subtle.
We'll do that.
Like, I'm never gonna get this.
Watch out, dum-dum.
Excuse me, sir, do you have any apples? I really do like apples.
Willie?
Stop biting me. Stop it. Whack 'em. Get out of here.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah. What? No way. Good. I want some more apples.
Ragnar, don't. We should put a bar in the middle too.
I'm doing a bunch of them.
You're gonna do a bunch of them?
Well, you don't want them vertical, you want them horizontal.
Correct. This is what it's like building things when you have animals. A lot of animals. Turd goblins. Inside and get the
Hinges?
hinges. It is magnificent. And I love it.
Let's see if it works first.
I think Juno just figured out what we're doing. She just got up really quickly and was like, wait a second.
Hey, baby.
Harry! You can't do it, buddy.
Perfect.
You're too little. I'm glad you know who your wife is, though.
Life is perfect, I believe.
Oh, it got Willard going, too. I was like, wait a second. Easy, Diami? Oh my gosh, and now I can just wheel the, Hey, give me that back.
They're just being a turd. Get your nose. Get your nose. This is a stupid looking. He has his hair, his head looks like that guy's hair from Grown Ups. With the big long top.
Show the camera.
Has the stupid hair from the Grown Ups guy. Good face.
Freaking nasty.
Mr. Good Boy Goose.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Totally fine with the chickens going in there. It really doesn't bug me. Haha. You can't get in the hay shed. So we're probably gonna fix, or not fix, but finish the roof with actual freaking roof shingles. And hopefully we'll get this door finished by the time the dead of winter hits. But suckers. Well, this is gonna be messy.
Why?
That's gonna be messy. So we went back inside because we realized we needed an actual sketched out plan of what we were gonna do with the chicken run. So here I'm basically explaining to Dan my vision, because I don't know the proper terminology to use. So when I think out loud, it doesn't always come across right. So
from the top to be an actual like rafter, so you could easily do like a 10-foot 2x4 there, or something longer.
well, we
I
could
guess-
keep it. We could keep it the same
Same size.
length it is now, or we could add, I think, how many feet?
About 16 feet for now. And we can actually take 2x4s and make a 16.
And then we realized that just 4x4 posts, we're not going to cut it. And the posts probably we're not going to get into the ground today because we're having trouble getting the posts in. So this is for spring. Was gonna do a whole bunch of winterizing today, and I am still doing it really slowly, but I just haven't been in the mood for filming because I woke up today and my husband noticed right away. He heard the 3 goats, but he didn't see the 4th one, so he was wondering where he was. So went to go look around, and I see him. I'm eating my breakfast, like watching him leave in the yard, get out of the car, and then go circle back to the barnyard. Wondering where Harry was, and came back inside. He said he couldn't find him, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish my breakfast and go out and look for him. So go out and look for him, and he's laying by the hay feeder, curled up in a little ball, and I see that he's breathing. So I go down on my knees and I talk to him. And he looks up at me and he goes, ah, and he kind of rolls his neck aside, and he doesn't want to stand up. So immediately I'm thinking, okay, vitamin deficiency. Has he been getting his minerals? Does he need anything? You know, I better get it to him fast, because that's kind of how goats go. Like, they really don't show any symptoms, I've heard at least, until they're about to go down. So, get him up. He wasn't interested in food. He wasn't interested in water. He, get him in the car in a little cardboard little seat for him that I padded with warm blankets, and got him warming up because it did snow last night, so I didn't know if, you know, maybe the temperature dropped too quickly for him. But it was just weird to me that he was out by the hay feeder and not in with the other goats in the barn. I was going to put the barn door on the barn today so that I can lock them up at night. Clearly I was a day too late, because Harry had a few scratches on him once I was inspecting him, once we were driving into town to go get him checked out, and he unfortunately just passed away right next to me. So yeah, it's a sad day on the farm, and I find a lot of the videos on YouTube are like, it's so easy to do this, like anyone can do this. Yeah, anyone can do this, but if you're not addressing like the hard parts of it, which is losing animals and having bad days and not being able to afford the things that the fancy YouTubers have on the internet, like, that's freaking hard, guys. I was one day too late, and you know, maybe if I was doing this full time and I didn't work in town and have to drive into town 3-4 times a week to do my job, maybe I would have been quicker with it. But like, I can't dwell on that, you know, like, it's done. He's gone. He had a few scratches on him, so I assume something got him. My husband thinks raccoon. I'm thinking fox. He's unsure about it being a fox because we do have a goose, and the goose sleeps with him in the barn, with all of the goats. Like, all 4 of the goats would sleep with the goose, and the goose would like cuddle up with them. So if a fox were to sneak in at night and grab Harry would have been on the platform closest to the door. He liked to curl up in the corner there. He would try and sleep with Juno, and sometimes he would be cuddling Willard, but Willard likes to stay close to Mama at night, and if Willard and Juno were together, then Harry wouldn't have been able to get into the cuddle ring. So it's almost like something dragged him out and he had to like fight for his life. So that was hard. So yeah, I called my husband, let him know that like I didn't make it and he didn't make it. So I turned around, went back home and buried him, and I made sure to let the goats sniff him because he was just in his little cardboard bin while I was digging the hole. And yeah, so buried my first goat today. Not a milestone you think you would you'd be hitting. Sometimes you wonder what you're doing it all for, but I mean, some days are just amazing and great, and you wake up and you live in nature and you split your wood for the fire, and you know, you're walking around with your coffee, feeding the animals, and the goats come up and they nudge you, and it's just like amazing, like absolute connection with like the divine itself. But some days it sucks. Some days you see the reality that not all creatures that come into this world are meant to thrive. And I just feel bad for the little guy, you know. I'm trying not to think about what did happen that I don't know. I'm trying to just focus on getting that gate up I'm on my way into not quite town, but into the local general store to get some hinges and some groceries because we're running low, and yeah, get the gate up, finish winterizing the coop, and then probably tomorrow, because I'm home as well, and I'm gonna make sure I fully fence in the barnyard again for the winter. I kept it open for the spring and fall, which was great. The animals loved free roaming, but I think we just got to keep the smaller ones safer. You go, babies. You the best baby. Yes, you are. Look at you. Okay, okay. It is cold. It's a Thursday. Yeah, the three of them seem to be doing fine. I was reflecting on everything last night, and I actually I was sleeping last night, and this morning Thor barked and woke me up, and I had like a little flashback to the other night when Harry would have passed away, and Thor did the same thing. He did bark. He did like try and wake us up, but he didn't make a fuss past like 1 or 2 barks, so we just kind of thought it was nothing, and we let it go. So it would have happened around 10:30 at night, which is really sad that he was out like that late. But I guess the way it's gonna have to be out here is once November 1st comes, like it's on. It's winter. Door needs to go on, and the winterizing needs to be done. And that's just the way it has to be. I thought I'd be good until at least the middle of the month. No, that's not how it is. So it took a really hard loss. But on the plus side, goat shed door is on now. The goose does sleep with the goats. I don't know why. He likes sleeping in there. So we just lock him up in there at night with the goats and make sure he has plenty of water. And last night went really well. Nothing alarming. Didn't hear any barking from Thor last night. I actually slept through the night and into much of this morning, which doesn't normally happen. So we're just going to do some housekeeping chores, really. Gonna cut up some kindling, bring in some wood. Gonna finish putting the windbreak on the chicken coop run. Previously I had attempted to really just focus on sealing off the top to keep the moisture from getting down it, and that ended up breaking a lot of my run. So I reinforced the run. It's gonna hang in there hopefully until spring, but I'm just taking a vapor barrier we put on top that we had left over from the trailer, and we're just gonna put it around the chicken run as like a windbreak, because it was getting pretty windy here the other day when we had that cold snap. So gonna finish doing that. Hey, no chasing squirrels. Thor. I'm really just tidying up the lawn and making sure that whatever is going to freeze down isn't a freaking nuisance all winter to stare at, to look at, or to snow blow around, or we got to make sure like stuff doesn't get damaged either. Got to find a spot for the snowblower. I'm getting ahead of myself. There's too much to do. I'm just going to focus on wood, and you guys are going to watch. So thanks for tuning in. Here we go. I don't know if my husband knows fully how proud I am of this woodshed. I'm going to try and see if I could put a clip in probably here of the old one that was here, constructed last year. So this is what, like, the picture I show here is what we had to deal with all winter. And he immediately built this extension, but this extension was not built. So, click. Yeah, it was pretty sad. It was tough. It was a lot. And basically, he has tripled our wood storage, which is amazing. It's a luxury, for sure. We have all of our softwood lined up on the back of the house. So what you see here isn't even all of it, and he's still collecting more, just because, you know, it's a comfort thing. It's kind of like having food in your fridge stocked. It's important to have. So what should I do first? Kindling. Dogs are out. Mostly because they chased her. All they did. Husband is home. It's freaking cold. I gotta get another layer on. I'm wearing a long sleeve under this fluffy thermal. Peep, 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 peep. I get my gloves. Fuckers. These guys figured out how to escape. So this is on your door. And we put a cinder block in front of it. We gotta get one of those latches that have that clip underneath it. And we're putting plywood on the back side now that the sides are fully insulated. Still working on the upper half, but that's okay. Zoom. Do you need me for anything?
No, I'm cutting the back wall off.
Oh, and you're just gonna replace the back entirely?
Yep.
I like that idea. Are we gonna put the plywood back on the, or sorry, the tiles back on the back side here?
Probably.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Toasty?
Screws.
Perfect. So we just put the plywood up, and then we insulated the pallets with hay, and we're just putting the tarp over the back side of it so that there's no leaking into the shed. And we're looking good. Next year is going to be the year of the barn, I think. We'll probably build right onto the chicken coop and extend it out. Chicken coop right there. And probably just extend it this way. But that's gonna have to wait until the summer. All right, let's finish this up. Excellent. Cool. I have no idea how to get that out of the ground. We tried to put it in as like a extension thing for the run, that I was delusional and I thought I'd be able to get it done before it started snowing, but here we are in the snow as I speak. Okay. Let's go. Oh, you're trouble. All right, all right, all right. Come on, come on. Hey, hey. Ah, ah. Mama. No, not for you. These are very useful for this. There you go. They already got their food today, but I'm only feeling a little bit of a sucky mood today. I just want to give them a little extra loving. Perfect. This is their setup now for the night. No gaps on the back, only a few in the corners and on the sides that are left. But it does get pretty warm in here when they're all in here. So it's good enough for tonight, I think. Good amount of work today. What are you doing? We're gonna feed the chickens. And we still gotta get this this temporary extension done for the birthing room for Juno. This was me seeing if those rafters would work, and Dan has confirmed multiple times that I need 2x4s, not 2x2s, but that's okay. That'll be his problem. I think she might be pregnant now too. Time will tell. Time will tell. Alright, we're gonna put their you can't have too much. You can have that stuff. Lord. Yeah, life's a little bittersweet sometimes. It always looks like there's so little in the hay feeder, and it's because this one insists on standing in it. Hi. Silly. Your horns are getting too tall for that. Look how healthy their horns are grown out. When I first got them, they were very, very cracked and peely. You can see the tops of them are really, really smooth. So you know that they're getting the right amount of minerals. Ah, happy. Happy, happy, happy. All right. All right. All right. Hi.